Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. I am Brian Jester, co-founder here at Occupy Fantasy. And in this video, I'm going to review our upcoming 2023 NFL content schedule. That way you are aware of everything we provide to help you become profitable NFL DFS players on FanDuel and DraftKings this season. So in the video, I'll cover two aspects. I'll cover our free content here on YouTube, all of the videos and streams that we'll be doing throughout the week, throughout the season. And then we'll also cover, for those of you who are looking for that extra edge, our membership only content at occupyfantasy.com will run through the weekly schedule on everything you can expect to get from us. So let's jump into it and let's start on Wednesdays. This page right here, by the way, that you're seeing on screen is our NFL advice and content schedule for 2023. I'll link it in the description below. That way you can always refer back to it to know when to expect our content every single day throughout the season. So at Occupy Fantasy, our NFL weekly schedule starts on Wednesdays. And because that's when our NFL Occupy model is loaded for the week. For those of you who have been around, you know what the model is. For those of you that are new, our model basically is our real-time player dashboard. It ranks every player, FanDuel, DraftKings, Yahoo, for not only classic contests, but for single game and tiers contests as well. Basically how it works, we back tested 100 plus different metrics to find out what predicts ceiling performances for NFL DFS. This is a tournament-driven model, and I'll show you really quickly what it looks like. This is last year's Super Bowl model for the single game contest. Philly and Kansas City ranks every player on those three sites, has their salaries, and has projected ownership. Our Occupy model will have projected ownership for classic contests as well as all of the primetime slates. So Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, and then we'll also have ownership for those Saturday holiday playoff slates as well. And that is all loaded on Wednesday, and it's updated every 3 minutes all the way until the games kick off, all the way through Monday Night Football. So let's go back to the content schedule. So that comes out on Wednesday, and in conjunction with the model coming out on Wednesday, our lineup builder is also released for the week. Again, if you're new, our lineup builder, we partner with DFS Magic. Jack is the architect of the lineup builder. And what this does is it basically takes all the Occupy model values, loads it into our lineup builder. And our lineup builder allows you to build up to 300 lineups for FanDuel and DraftKings, for classic contests, and for showdown contests. So even if the model doesn't rank players for a slate, let's say the 1 p.m. only slates or some random 1 p.m. showdown slate, you can still build lineups for those contests in the lineup builder. This page here, the lineup builder page, tells you everything about the lineup builder, all of its features, all of its functions, why it's important, all the available sports and sites that you can play it on. That link is also in the description below. We're super excited about the lineup builder. It continues to get upgraded. We have even more upgrades for this 2023 season. So again, if you're interested in building multiple lineups, honestly, I use it even if I'm building one lineup because I'll run to see and put in a bunch of rules, put in a bunch of salary constraints, play with the player pool, and then see what the best possible lineups I can build are. So even if you're building one lineup or 300 lineups, the lineup builder starting on Wednesdays can help you accomplish those goals. So now let's get into the actual content. On Thursdays, we know we have Thursday night football starting in week 1 all the way through week 17, I believe. So this is where the YouTube content starts. The free preview video on Thursdays, I will come in and I will give you maybe an 8 to 12 minute rundown, the top plays, how I'm approaching lineup building, both in low risk contests, high risk contests, smaller contests, larger contests, really just a quick overview of how I'm approaching the slate. And then on the site at Occupy Fantasy, one of our showdown writers, Bismo, will come in and he will write the Thursday night daily plug. It gives you the top plays, rankings for low risk and high risk contests. And then more importantly, I think it's the most important section of our daily plugs are our lineup strategy sections. So it tells you how to build lineups typically for cash games, for smaller GPPs, for larger GPPs, the high level overview that we look at, and then specifically for this slate based on what we know about strategy, how to attack those contest types. And that comes in, you need a content only membership at Occupy Fantasy for that, but that is posted on Thursday afternoons. Moving on Friday, this is when our main slate for Sunday content starts to drop. So our NFL manager, Chris Rooney, you've seen him on our shows before. He writes our main slate daily plug. That's normally released Friday evenings. Top plays at each position, lineup strategies, contest to target, everything you need. It's a full roadmap for the main slate on Sunday. We know those are the biggest contests. Chris comes in, gives you everything you need for the main slate. And then he also releases a video version that's a little watered down, right? He goes way more in depth in the written daily plug. But the main slate video on YouTube, which is free, he talks about the top plays, who are going to be the highest owned players at each position, who are some pivots potentially, and how he is approaching the main slate from a high level. He does his own projections and how that differs from the model. Our model is geared towards tournaments. Chris does regular projections, your typical NFL projections. So he's able to get the safer options, the lower risk options, while the model is more geared towards those higher risk, higher reward plays. So Fridays is when you can expect main slate content from Occupy Fantasy. On Saturdays, we continue the main slate content, and typically it's me and Moose. Moose is another co-founder. He builds and runs the model throughout the week, and typically he and I get together on Saturdays and we talk about tournament strategies. What's the model telling us? And then what are we thinking beyond the model? Qualitative, subjective reasoning, looking at ownership, and getting a little galaxy brain. How are we approaching the biggest tournaments on FanDuel and DraftKings? That's also a live show. It's free. And that way you can ask questions throughout the show and we can answer them and you can pick our brains about what we're thinking for the Sunday games. So Chris's video on Friday is low risk, the best plays overall. If you want to micro dose, you want to get the crazy tournament takes, you want to get the high risk, high reward takes, Saturday show is where Moose and I team up for that. But we'll also answer some low risk questions as well. Moving on to Sunday. We will also have a Sunday night daily plug, similar to the Thursday edition. And just so you're aware, this is what our daily plugs look like. This is the showdown version. So, betting odds, injuries to watch, our player rankings for the game for different contest types. I think that's very important. Overall slate thoughts. Here are just some information on the slate, on what we're looking at, injuries, qualitative reasons, lineup construction, what the field is going to do. Then this is the low risk, high risk strategy sections for lineup building that I was telling you about earlier. This is in every single daily plug that we offer. And then we have the bankroll allocation in the contest selection section. So we do that for Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. The Sunday night daily plug is posted on Sundays. All these plugs for Showdown are posted on the days of those contests. So let's say the slate starts at 8:30 p.m. Normally it's posted by 4 or 5 p.m., sometimes earlier that day. All right, let's go back to the advice section. Fast forward to Monday. Oh, just really quickly, we get this question a lot, and I'm sorry, but we do not have a free preview video for the Sunday night games, just the daily plug. The slate preview videos for Showdown are just Thursday night and Monday night. So it leads us into Monday. Just like Thursday, this is the exact same as Thursday. You get the slate preview video from me early in the morning, before noon, it's posted. And then you get the daily plug from Bismo, which is posted in the afternoon on OccupyFantasy.com. And then finally, you'll see the other content section here, where we do short slate videos throughout the year. So think Saturdays, think holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and think playoffs. And Jack, the architect of the lineup builder, he and I get together. We discuss short slate. Jack has more than $200,000 in short slate alone, GPP wins. And we go through the entire short slate strategy process, talk about plays that we like, and how we're building lineups specifically for those 2-game, 3-game, 4-game slates. Those are sporadic throughout the season, more in the second half, obviously, as we get those slates. So the best way to get notified when we do those videos, or any of our videos here that I've talked about or posted, is to subscribe to the channel. So subscribe now if you're not already. You'll get notified when we post these free videos on YouTube. Now, again, if you want the edge, if you want more information, we understand, and I say this in a lot of our videos, that many people out there are not going to pay for DFS content. And we understand that. We're totally okay with that, and we totally understand. However, if you want to pay for the extra edge, you want all the tools we talked about here, all the articles. That way, you just know everything that you can possibly know about a slate before building lineups. Then OccupyFantasy.com, our memberships are as low as $7 per week. That link is in the description as well. That will get you access to all the articles, the tools, the lineup builder, the model, etc. So that's a quick rundown of our content schedule for 2023. If there's anything you would like to see, comment on the video below. If you have any questions about the content schedule, comment on the video below. And our Discord server is the best way to get notified of any new happenings, any last minute updates, any content schedule changes, occupyfantasy.com/discord. That link, guess what? Also in the description below. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and we'd love to have you at occupyfantasy.com if you are not already. Brian Jester, thank you for listening, and we seriously mean it. The best of luck this 2023 NFL season.